The NFL world has been shaken by one of the most unexpected developments of the season, and the Chicago Bears are right at the center of it. In a move that nobody saw coming, the Green Bay Packers have reportedly finalized a blockbuster trade to acquire Micah Parsons, one of the league's most dominant defensive forces. This single decision has the potential to reshape the entire NFC North race, and Chicago now finds itself facing an even bigger challenge than expected. For Bears fans, this news hits differently. The rivalry between the Bears and the Packers has always been intense, but this latest development adds an entirely new layer of drama to the mix. Parsons, widely regarded as one of the most disruptive pass rushers in the NFL, now joins a Packers defense that already boasts serious talent in its front seven. The Bears' offensive line, which has spent the offseason working hard to improve, now faces one of the biggest tests imaginable twice every year. Braxton Jones, the Bears' promising left tackle, and Darnell Wright, the standout right tackle, will be under immense pressure. Both young linemen have shown flashes of potential, but handling a relentless player like Parsons isn't something that can be taken lightly. Chicago's entire offensive game plan could be forced to adjust, especially when protecting Caleb Williams, the rookie quarterback expected to lead this franchise into a new era. What makes this move even more concerning for the Bears is the ripple effect it creates within the division. The Packers, already seen as rising contenders thanks to the progress of Jordan Love, have now added an elite weapon on defense. The Bears, meanwhile, still have gaps to address on their roster despite several aggressive offseason moves, including securing Montez Sweat to strengthen their own pass rush. However, with Parsons now in Green Bay, the stakes are higher than ever. From a strategic perspective, the Bears' coaching staff must respond quickly. The offensive line schemes, blocking assignments, and quarterback protections will all need revisiting. Facing Parsons, who brings unmatched speed and power off the edge, requires a very different preparation than most matchups. There's also the mental aspect to consider. Knowing that one of the league's top defensive players is now part of your biggest rival's arsenal changes the mindset heading into those crucial head-to-head games. Bears fans have been hopeful this season would mark a turning point for the franchise. With a promising draft class, a bolstered defense, and a young star quarterback, there was genuine optimism about making a playoff push. But with Parsons in Green Bay, the challenge to secure the NFC North crown just became a lot steeper. And yet, there's another side to this. Great teams rise when faced with adversity. This could be the exact spark the Bears need to elevate their game to a championship level. The Chicago Bears front office now faces one of its toughest tests. When the news of Micah Parsons' move to Green Bay broke, conversations inside Hellas Hall reportedly shifted immediately toward reevaluating the roster, strategies, and long-term goals. The Bears had built their off-season plan around competing within the NFC North, and this unexpected development forces them to think bigger, faster, and smarter. First and foremost, the Bears need to focus on protecting Caleb Williams. The rookie quarterback is already under a microscope as the franchise's future face, and while expectations are high, the organization knows that throwing him into constant chaos could derail his early development. With Parsons joining the Packers, game plans against Green Bay will need to be more calculated than ever. Expect to see Chicago deploy quicker passing plays, heavy use of tight ends and blocking schemes, and perhaps even additional backfield protection to limit Parsons' impact. On the other side of the ball, Chicago's defense must also find ways to match Green Bay's newfound strength. The addition of Montez Sweat was already a major move to boost Chicago's pass rush. But now the Bears need Sweat and others like Jervin Dexter and DeMarcus Walker to step up consistently. The team's defensive front must deliver pressure, disrupt Jordan Love's rhythm, and create turnovers to neutralize Green Bay's improved defense. Another interesting aspect of this shift is how it affects Chicago's long-term roster-building strategy. While the Bears have invested heavily in offensive pieces like DJ Moore and Rome Odunze, this move could push the front office to prioritize strengthening the trenches even more. We could see future draft picks and free agent acquisitions focused on adding elite talent along both the offensive and defensive lines. protecting Williams and matching the physicality of NFC North opponents will become even more critical moving forward. In the short term, though, the Bears may also need to make mid-season adjustments. Don't be surprised if they explore trade options for additional veteran linemen or versatile blockers who can handle high-pressure situations against elite defenders like Parsons. Chicago's coaching staff, led by Matt Eberflus, will also need to get creative with its play calling to minimize Parsons' impact and open up opportunities for Williams to showcase his arm talent without constantly facing collapsing pockets. And let's not forget the psychological factor. For years, the Packers have been the team Chicago measures itself against, and adding a superstar like Parsons only raises the stakes. Every Bears-Packers matchup will now carry even more weight, and for Chicago's young core, these games could become defining moments. How they handle that pressure, mentally, physically, and strategically, will reveal just how close the Bears are to becoming legitimate contenders. Bears Nation, are you ready to stay ahead of every trade, injury, and game-changing update? Make sure you subscribe now and turn on all notifications so you never miss breaking Bears news. This is where every fan gets the inside scoop first. The NFC North has always been one of the NFL's most competitive divisions, but Micah Parsons' move to Green Bay may have transformed it into a battlefield unlike anything we've seen in years. For the Chicago Bears, this isn't just another roster adjustment, it's a challenge to their identity, competitiveness, and long-term aspirations. With Parsons on the Packers' defense, Chicago's offensive line now carries an even heavier burden. Braxton Jones and Darnell Wright will be tested more than ever before, and their growth will be one of the keys to determining how successful the Bears' season can be. Caleb Williams, talented as he is, won't be able to deliver his full potential if he's constantly under duress. Every matchup against Green Bay will now require flawless execution, discipline, and adaptability. But there's a flip side. This also presents a massive opportunity for the Bears to prove they belong among the NFC's elite teams. If Chicago can find ways to neutralize Parsons' impact and execute its offensive game plan effectively, it could send a strong message not just to Green Bay but to the entire league. Winning one or both matchups against the Packers this season would be more than just victories, they'd be statements. Defensively, the Bears now have a unique chance to showcase their own star power. Montez Sweat has the perfect platform to step up and prove he can dominate games the way Parsons does. Chicago's defensive unit has steadily improved over the past 2 seasons, but consistency remains key. If Sweat, Tremaine Edmonds, Jaquan Brisker, and Kyler Gordon can elevate their performances, the Bears could counter Green Bay's upgrade with one of their own, a relentless, turnover-creating defense that keeps games within reach. This shift also magnifies the importance of team culture and leadership. Veterans like DJ Moore and Cole Kmet will play pivotal roles in keeping the locker room unified and focused. Facing a stronger Packers squad can be intimidating for a young roster, but if the Bears embrace the challenge and use it as motivation, it could become the catalyst for their transformation into true contenders. The Chicago Bears are entering a season unlike any other. With Micah Parsons joining the Packers, the dynamics of the NFC North have changed overnight, forcing Chicago to rethink its strategies and accelerate its development. The rivalry between the Bears and Packers, already one of the NFL's fiercest, has now reached a boiling point. But here's the thing, great teams are defined by how they respond to adversity. The Bears have the talent, the leadership, and the drive to rise to this challenge. If they can protect Caleb Williams, maximize Montez Sweat's impact, and adapt quickly to Parsons' presence in the division, this could still be the season where Chicago makes a statement. Every Bears-Packers game from here on isn't just another matchup, it's a battle for pride, positioning, and the future of the NFC North. The road won't be easy, but for a young Bears team hungry to prove itself, this might be exactly the kind of test they need.